My goal today, brother, is to get you to either break up with the woman that you with or get you to marry her. And what I'm here to do today is to show you how to pick your wife. All right, I'm gonna get straight into it because I ain't got much time, right? All right, you got two different type of women, right? Elder told me a long time ago, he said, Chris, the woman you pick is either gonna build up your temple or she gonna tear it down, right? So I got two different women right here. You got the builder and the destroyer, right? So the builder has a certain amount of qualifications, and so does the destroyer. But let's start with the builder, right? The builder, she sees the God-given vision. The builder sees the God-given vision. She's not talking about your vision of getting your 2K player to a 99 overall. She sees the vision that God given you, and she's ready to help build it up, all right? She's a multiplier. Whatever you give her, bread, she turn it into flour. 500, she turn into 1,000. She is a multiplier. If you have been depleting since you met this person, then maybe you're not with a multiplier. All right. She is trustworthy in her emotion. What that means is that regardless of how she feels, no matter what you said, how you hurt her, what you did, she's willing to work all that out on the back end and do what she needs to do to help what? The God-given vision. She is going to be a human spiritual detective. What does that mean, brother? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If that woman tell you that this person is no good for you, that's not a good deal, you need to listen. So many brothers have failed because they did not listen. I don't care if it was a friend from 30 years ago. If that woman tell you about this person, you need to listen to her, okay? Because I'm telling you, a woman is not going to put herself in a position to fail. So why would she put you in one? Okay, so you need to get out your emotions and you need to listen to what she's saying. She is going to do what this says right here, and she is going to not let you settle. If you got an idea and you got a goal, and she say, babe, they lowballing you, they lowballing you. They lowballing you. Listen to that woman, right? She's going to be uplifting. She will not use your weakness or vulnerability against you. That means your deepest, darkest secret, go to the grave with her. That's it. Nobody know but you, her, and Jesus, right? A threefold cord is not easily broken, right? She is going to be a safe place, meaning that you can tell her something and she's not going to throw it back up in your face 3 years later to get her way or to make a point, all right? She's going to be a servant. Hear me when I say this. We are all servants. We are all called to serve. But when it comes to the God-given vision, she is going to be a servant. She is going to be servant-minded. What do you need me to do? What does help look like in this season? Do I need to leave my job for a season? Do I need to pick up a part-time job for a season? How do you need help to accomplish the God-given vision? The destroyer is the complete opposite of that. The destroyer is the devil. Like Bobby Boucher mama used to say, women are the devil. That's who the destroyer is. She's going to lead you away from God, period. You trying to get on your walk with Christ and she ain't trying to do none of that. She trying to go to the club and get a section. That's what she trying to do. She cares more about herself than the goal. You trying to tell her, look, this is what we need to do to accomplish the goal. She ain't trying to hear none of that. All she hears is Gucci, Louis, Prada, pop, num tag. That's all she hear, right? She's willing to risk your safety and freedom of cash. Brother, come on. I know some of y'all do illegal activities. Y'all out here in the streets slanging and banging. And guess what? If you got a woman, you think she your trap queen, that girl is your downfall. Because any woman that would allow you to go out there and do something illegal that's going to risk your safety or your freedom, that's who you want? Come on now. Loyal to herself and her wants. It don't matter what you want. It's what she want. Okay? Viper tongue ain't nothing uplifting. You every type of F-boy, P-boy, all type of stuff. Everything but a child of God when she ain't getting her way, right? She's a gossiper. Everything you tell her, every downfall you got, she done told Keisha, she done told Brina, she done told Danny, she done told Andy, she done told Fatima. No, I gotta stop watching sisters. She done told everybody. You know what I'm saying? She's a liar. Shoot, two of these things right here, God already said he hate the most. She is a liar. Ain't no truth in her. You ask her where she at, she say she at Walmart. That girl at Target, she just be lying for no reason. A manipulator. Really? The crocodile tears, you still falling for that? She gonna say whatever she gotta say to get her way. You clearly caught her sitting on somebody's lap and she gonna sit up there and tell you that she was praying over somebody. Man, come on now. Nothing good come from the destroyer. Nothing. But a lot of you are laying up with the destroyer right now because she's thick. Thick. You sold your soul for thickness? Come on now. Get it together, brother. So when I say how to pick your wife, understand I'm not telling you who to pick. But if you ain't lined up with this and what I'm finna talk about, then you need to reevaluate who you sitting next to every day, who you talk to, who you giving your time to. Now pay attention. You want a wife that is a praying woman. Now this is gonna sound completely controversial. Lord, it may even sound a little unbiblical. But I would argue that your wife needs to have a little bit stronger prayer life than you. Okay? Now, hear me out. I'm not saying she needs to lead the house in prayer. I'm saying you might want to pick a woman that just got a little bit stronger prayer life than you. I'm not talking about just God is great, God is good, let us thank you for our food. No, you need a woman that has a prayer life where you don't even want to interrupt her when she praying. Like when you know she go in that closet, you know some stuff about to change. You need a woman that can pray that when you start acting up and she just be like, okay, all right. You already know, okay, look, baby, I'm sorry, forgive me, because you know she finna go to God and he finna come down in the flesh early and put his foot in your behind. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of prayer life you want your woman to have. You lead the house in prayer, but it's going to be moments, brother, when you can't. There's going to be moments, brother, when you going to the world is going to be at your back of your neck. And you need a woman that can intercede, okay? You need a woman that's teachable. This don't mean you teach her all your tricks and trades. This means that you can sit there and you can tell a woman exactly what she said, how she made you feel, how you like for her to handle you, and she's willing to listen. Okay, that's the next one. Listener. You don't want a woman that cut you off every time you talk. Don't let you get your emotions out. Always bring them back around to her. You want a woman that can listen. Sometimes you just want a woman that could just sit up there and just listen. Okay? I'm going to give you a free one. Accountable. You want a woman that's accountable. Sometimes you just want a woman that can say, you're right, babe, I'm sorry. Not trying to defend the freaking Fire Nation. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to help Avatar Aang and explain why Aang and Katara ain't here to fight Fire Lord Ozai. No, you just want somebody that can say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I won't do it again. Okay, moving on. Fearless in the spirit. Listen, brother, that goes back to a praying woman. What I mean is, you can have a woman that's 5'2" in the flesh, but she's 6'8" in the spirit. Shondo. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. You want, just like in the Bible, when they was like, hold on now. Jesus, I know. Paul, I know. You want it to be like, hold on now. When she talking to them spirits, hold on. They be like, Jesus, I know. Keisha, I know. Y'all don't even got nobody like that. You got a woman praying for you, and he just dragging both of y'all by the scalp, dragging her by the lace front, dragging you by the shag. Just, y'all ain't scaring nobody. Y'all ain't casting out no demons over here. You want a nice woman, okay? Listen, I get y'all want these stiff women, but look, bro, I'm gonna just be real. Lord forgive me, but if she was a mean ass before you met her, she's gonna be mean to you eventually. Eventually, she's gonna be mean to you, and you gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't know you were like that. Yes, you did. Because you thought that if you picked a mean woman, that would feed your insecurity because you didn't have to worry about her giving her attention to nobody else. Look, she could be mean as green bean, but at the end of the day, if she wanted to give her attention to somebody else, she would. You want a nice woman. Nice women bring favor. Sometimes people will open up doors for you just because they liked your wife. But see, when you start getting into business and you start getting in them circles, you'll see why men bring their wives with them when they go to these places. Because their wives bring that I'm not talking to y'all no more. Now, controversial what I just said. You want a woman that's just a little bit crazy. Just a little bit. Now, hold on now. Because some of y'all are dealing with the crazy part. I say just a little bit crazy, right? You need somebody like Zipporah that's willing to cut the skin off of the circumcision and throw it at her, throw it at Moses' feet and be like, look, you need to get it together because we about to get lit up in here if you don't get it together. God is about to come down here and strike something. That's what I mean. You need somebody a little bit crazy, you know? And, you know, I'm not promoting abuse, but, you know, you might not want somebody, you know, you want somebody that you don't want to argue with in the kitchen. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Modest. Look, I ain't finna argue about this. I don't care that you want to show your wife off to the world. That is for your eyes only. You need a modest woman. Now, sometimes if she just bow, she can't hide it. But it's a difference, okay? It's a difference. You know what I'm trying to say. You want a woman that can sacrifice. I don't care what she say. If you don't got a woman that can sacrifice, if you don't got a woman that can say, you know what, babe, maybe I can't get my toes done today, maybe I can't get my nails done today because we need to pay this off our credit because I know the goal is a house. Enough said. Emotionally available. Now that's a part two for a whole nother day, sometime next week. I get there. But just know you want a woman that's emotionally available to you. Some of y'all be trying to date women that just broke up with somebody. No. Emotionally mature. This person here is like, this woman can say, hey, this is how I feel, but I understand they just feelings. Emotionally stable. Meaning, just like I said, just a little bit crazy, just a little bit. What I'm saying is that somebody that's emotionally stable can say, as much as I want to send this toaster upside your head, I'm not. But you still kind of like, dang, she really want to hit me with this toaster, but she not, you know? Emotionally stable. Gentle tongue speaks for itself. That goes for uplifting. Not controlling, but knows how to take control if you tweaked out. Brother, it's going to be a time where you're going to be tweaked out. You're not going to be as spiritually strong as you need to be. You're going to fall off because you're going to be focusing on everything else. You need a woman that's not controlling, but knows how to step in. Because guess what? That same woman that got that prayer life, when she go to God, God will tell her, look, he tweaked out. You need to go and do what you need to do because I need to deal with him, right? Enough said with that. Hot and ready. Listen, brother, one of the first things my marriage counselors asked me and my wife was, how often do you expect to do the do? Right? That is important because that's a need in marriage. It is, right? So I'm not saying certain things can affect this. Weight gain can affect this. Weight loss can affect this. Children can affect this. Stress, jobs, what you eat. It's a lot of things that can affect a person wanting to be in the mood. So I'm not saying that it ain't gonna be times where it might, go up and down. But some women are just, hey, even when everything's okay, I'm okay with just maybe once a week. If you a 5 times a week type of person, you need to have that conversation. Because then you're going to be in the marriage and she's going to get it to you one time, get it to one time, give it 2 times, and then you're going to be like, dang, I want it 4 more times. And she's going to be like, whoa, buddy, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. Little mama got a limit. That hot pocket got a limit. You know what I'm saying? Overall, when you think about how it all flows, I drew a tent. When a man has a vision, usually it's just, I want to create this, or God gave him the vision to create this. So man says, I want to make a tent. And you will go out there and make a tent. But your woman will say, I think you should put a zipper on that tent. That way, when you zip it up, you ain't got to worry about nothing from the outside coming in. Also, I get that you got the tent standing up, but you might want to put some pegs down so you don't have to worry about the tent blowing away. That's how it all works together, brother. Stop avoiding that type of woman and take it in. Because you got the idea, she's just going to help the idea stand. Now, if you still dealing with this type of woman right here, then you need to go on and cut off today and tell her, I told you about Jesus Christ that she got to go. And if you got this woman right here, boy, you need to go on and get that ring and you need to go on and propose, all right? And I'll check back in with you in a little bit. And if you ain't proposed by then, I got something for you. Holla!